Guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch this video that I made for you. I sat around and I thought, after giving today's short, that maybe I should do something on the terminal. It's been a while since I've done a terminal video. And this one we're going to go over some commands that you should know using the terminal. Let's go ahead and do this. Before we do it though, hit the thumbs up button please. The subscribe button and notification button. It only helps the channel. I really appreciate your help. Now, before we get fully in today's video, I want to make it clear that this video is not for any new or any veterans or any, semi-seasoned Linux users. This is strictly for new users. And if you find yourself afraid of the terminal, which, you know what, man, if I'm being honest, I was afraid of the terminal myself for the longest time. Actually, I went out of my way to avoid terminal commands, and I was also afraid of copying and pasting off the internet, because you shouldn't just copy and paste off the internet. It's not good. It's not what people would recommend, because if you don't know the Linux commands themselves, you might wind up doing what this shirt says to do, and you don't want to do this command line: sudo rm space dash RF. Don't do that. That is a bad one. Some people out there will joke with you to do that, but do not do that, because what you're saying is you want to delete your home directory. Okay, so yeah, you just don't want to do that. It's got the forward slash after it. That forward slash signifies your home directory. You do not do that. The picture literally says it all. Let me get out of the camera frame. It says it all. So yeah, just don't do that. The other thing is, you shouldn't be afraid of terminal. Yes, you could do some damage when you're doing a sudo command. Hey, that's really it. So you're doing stuff at system level, so it can be daunting and it can be unreal. So that's why, if you're not familiar with terminal and you're not playing around in terminal a lot, I strongly suggest, before you start doing any terminal commands, to do a snapshot. Enable Snapper, take a snapshot, or BTRFS Assistant with BTRFS, and do a snapshot, so you can always roll back before you do that. So let's go ahead and try a couple commands, and let's see if we can, give you guys some common everyday commands that work for you, that help you do things. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's make this nice and big so you guys can see. The first command we're going to give and we're going to learn to do is going to have to be a navigation command. And let's like CD, that's this one right here. CD, Charlie Delta. Gosh, that still doesn't seem so big, but let's go ahead and make it even bigger. Okay, Charlie Delta. Now this command right here is your navigational command. So you CD into whatever directory. As you can see by the prompt right here, we are in the home directory. This tilde sign means that we're in the home directory. So that being said, we're at the home, where if actually this is before we do the CD command, this command will tell you exactly what directory you're in just by listing the contents, and that's what LS stands for. It's for list. So as you can see, I have all these here that are in my home directory, right? So the ideal ones that you'll see are desktop, you'll see videos, you'll see public, you'll see pictures, and you'll see downloads. The ones with all the capital letters are the ones, and music are the ones that are normally there. Another command is clear. When you're full of stuff on the thing, you want to clear it, just type in clear, and it clears it right away, and you go back to a nice clean one. So back to the navigation. In the navigational thing, what we're going to do is we're going to CD into, and I know that we had pictures in there, right? So let's type in capital P. We're going to hit enter. So now, as you can see, we are in the pictures directory. Okay, now that we're in the pictures directory, we're going to hit a LS, right? And so now you're going to see everything that's in there. These are all pictures. Okay, now these blue ones are going to be actual folders. Okay, anything that's listed in blue will be a folder, and this is actually a folder name. So that's a very long one, but we're going to CD into walls. So all we're going to do is type CD, and then walls, just the way it is. Now, you can start typing this, and then if you hit tab, it should autocomplete. And it did. Now we hit enter, and now we're in walls. So now let's go ahead and clear this. Oh, see if I could type. And now we're here. So now let's ls to list what's in there. Now that we're in there, these are all the different wallpapers that we have. So now that we have those, what we're going to do is we're going to navigate back out of this to one folder up. We're going to navigate back into just the regular pictures out of the walls folder. And then we're going to navigate to our home folder in two different commands. First command is going to be cd ... That's going to take us back up to pictures. As you can see, where the prompt is, it tells you where you're at. We're in pictures. So now we want to go to home, right? The fastest way to go to home is to hit shift and your tilde symbol, which is the button right below escape on your keyboard. And now you're back in, see, it gave you where it went to, cd home /home/Alex. That is my home folder. Now if I list it, get rid of the D, we're back to where we began. Awesome, huh? That is navigation at its simplest in Linux. So the next part that we're going to get into is going to be file management. So let's go ahead and clear this out. So for file management is basically going to be where we're going to be able to move, create a directory and a file, or we're going to create and copy it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is this. The first thing we're going to do is learn how to create a directory. Now, what you're going to want to do is navigate to a certain folder that you would want to create the directory in, right? So we can do ls. Oops, let's get on here and type. Okay, so we're in our home directory. So let's go to pictures, okay? And we'll go back to pictures. I like using pictures because if you lose a picture, you could always re-download it or get it from wherever, unless it's a family picture. Don't do it that way. But like with the wallpapers and that kind of stuff, that's what we're doing. So we're going to cd into the pictures directory. Okay, we're going to clear. We're going to ls again. So now we see what we have in the directory. And then as you can see, we're going to cd, let's go ahead and cd into the walls directory because we know we got some pictures there. So we're going to cd into the walls. And now we're there. We're going to clear this, right? Okay, now that we're in the walls directory. So as far as file management is concerned, and if we're going to ls, you're going to see we have all the papers in here, the JPGs, right? So now that we have that there, now what we're going to learn to do is we're going to learn to make a directory. So by doing that, we're going to do mkdir, so make dir, and then we're going to give it a name. We're going to just call it test. And we're going to hit enter. Now, if we do an ls in walls, you'll see that we're going to have a blue one in there that is called test. And here it is. So now that we have that, right? Now, we've created a directory, and you can do that in any directory. You can do that in home directory, documents, wherever. The only ones that you cannot do that without typing in sudo is any of the file system directories. Like if you go to like Etsy or your user.share or anything like that, that's in the root home directory, or root directory, you're going to have elevated permissions for that. But in the regular home folder, you could do just typing it out and doing what we just did. So now that we have test in there, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy one of these wallpapers into the test directory. Okay, so now it's going to be the move command. We're going to move one of these into the test directory that we just made. And what we're going to type is mv, and then the name of the file. So we're going to type this, just for the sake of easy typing, we're going to type this neat JPG. We're going to take this, right? The neat JPG, which I could have tabbed for to complete, space, and then you're going to have to give the full path name to where you want to move it to. So it's going to be /home /Alex /P, because that's how it was named in the, for pictures, right? / we're in walls directory. Oops, 2 L's. And then this is going to have the final directory is going to be the test directory. So it's going to be test, right? And we're going to hit enter. And now, if we go and cd into test, right, and do an ls, oh, crap. My bad. I went all the way back to home, all the way back to thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to cd into / pictures / walls / test to get back into the actual test directory. Now we're in the test directory, and now I hit ls, and there's the neat JPG. So now let's move it back to the regular walls directory. So we're going to do the same thing, only instead of the test, and by the way, did you see? Let me clear that up. So just to go back to where we were, a little trick too is if you hit the up arrow, it does your last command. So here we are. I cycled till I got back to the last command where we moved it to the walls. Just going to get rid of the walls. Hit that. We're going to cd and then ... No, it's not F. Sorry, just cd and then ... and hit enter, and it takes us up one directory. Now I do the ls command, and there we go. We should have neat back in here somewhere. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I meant test. My bad. I'm in test. It's not there. So where did the neat wallpaper go to? Ooh. Oh, it went all the way up into pictures. And I should have neat in here. So, yep, and here it is. It's right here. So now let's go ahead and move that back into walls. So we're going to do move neat and add walls here, and then hit enter. And now let's clear this because we're at the bottom of the terminal. And we're going to do ls, and neat should not be in there anymore. So let's go ahead and cd into walls. And we will do ls again. And neat is in here. Here it is, right back at home, right where it started at. So that is moving a file. Now, let's cd into test again, so that way we have a very clean directory so we can see that we're there. Now, let's say you want to create a file. It's like a text document or whatever. So you want to create some file in there, right? So the easiest way to do that is through your touch command. And so it's very simple. It's simple touch and then the name of the file, whether you want it to be a text file or a JPG file or whatever it is. So, but let's do a text document, okay? And so we're going to go TOUCH for touch, space, and then Alex test dot txt. Dang, I can't type. TXT. And we're going to hit enter. And so now let's hit ls. And look at that. There is the test text right there. So now we did that. Oh, crap. That's wrong. I don't need that file anymore. So you just remove it. Simple. You do rm and then the name of the thing that you that you called it, which would just do that. And I should hit tab and autocomplete, and there it is. Now let's ls. There you go. All done. That's it. All gone. Just like that. So now you've learned how to navigate in directories. Now you've learned how to move files in directory, how to search and list the files that are in directories, and create a directory within a directory. So there's that. So now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at how to search for files in the command line. Let's go ahead and clear the terminal. Okay. Okay, so to find a file in the directory, you're going to use the find command. Okay, now I created inside the test folder a test in test folder. Now, I also created some files in there that are going to be Alex test, both lowercase and with capital case, because it can be case sensitive to be specified for the find command to be case sensitive. So what we're going to do is we are going to learn how to find it by name. Okay, hang on. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to type the find command and then the name of the file. So I'm going to call it, it was Alex test dot or test one dot text. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure that I got the name right. Hang on. I'm stupid. I just checked in and I realized that I typed it wrong. Because I did one is a dot text and one is just a test one. This is the first one. This is a lowercase one. What? Oh, I forgot to give it the path. Man, I'm an idiot. I got to tell it where to search. Dot / always means home directory. So when I hit that, it's going to do all that and look for that. And it's going to come up with, it didn't find it for some reason. Hang on. All right, let's try giving it the full path. Well, not full path, but a likely path. Because I know it's in the pictures, right? Oh, boy, I forgot to take the dot away. And let's see here. Nope, not working. Wow, I cannot win for losing. Let me take away the path. I forgot to give it the freaking value to search. Name. There we go. Holy shit. So sorry. Name. Sorry. Find name. Alex. And it prints out the actual directory where it's at. That's crazy. Now, there's also one that is case sensitive. So let's find it by being case sensitive. All you do is you put a I name into it, and then .text, .txt, and there we go. Now it found the case sensitive one. That's the capital A. They're in the same folder, same picture. There you go. Now that is how you do the find command. Now, if you want to find a directory with the find command, so to do that, you do the find command. You're going to do the place that you want it to look for. So we're going to search our home directory, right? And then we're going to give it what it is. It's a type. The type flag instead of the name flag, you're going to do type and then D lowercase for directory, and then you got to give it the variable of name, and then the name of the directory, which are going to be test in test, because I created another directory inside the test directory that we created. So we're going to do test in test. Hopefully I spelt it right the way I spelt it. I can't remember. I'm tired, but here we go. And boom, I got it right. Yay! There are small miracles that happen. So it's inside the test directory. It's in our home directory inside of pictures, inside of walls, inside of test, and there's a directory inside of test. And that's how you searched for a directory. Now, I believe that if I did this, yeah, because I did it all in home directory. I could have been more specific and went to pictures if I knew that it was or into like Alex directory, or the whatever, or yeah, pictures, and found one if it was, because it would have been inside the test directory too. So I mean, you could have went that far. If I knew that it was in the pictures directory, then I could have went there. But either way, that's how you can search your whole computer for that. If you want to search it in root, you can do that too, but you will have to give it the sudo password. So that is how you can search for files and search for directories in Linux in the command line. Now, mind you, there are other commands. There's a lot more commands that you could use inside of the terminal. But for a beginner, these are the ones that you want to start with, to not be afraid to do things within your home directory that isn't going to damage anything, and you're less likely to nuke your system. There are other commands that you can give for permissions, networking, and scripting that you could look at, and we could look at later, that you could also go and watch many tutorials online. Great place is Learn Linux TV. DT for over at DistroTube has done quite a few distro videos as well on it, so go visit them. Matt's done a couple of them too over at the Linux Cast. You can check out his channel. But really, nothing beats sitting down and learning and studying the command line and terminal. But honestly, it only improves you as a power user and as learning how to actually do things at the core of the system, where a GUI does. All a GUI does is it creates a button that you push on, but in the back end, it just runs like a small shell script that executes a Linux command, a terminal command, to make it happen, whatever it is that you're clicking the button for. So the problem with doing GUIs for everything is that you don't see where the interruption or the problem is. It just doesn't work. Whereas if you do it through the terminal, you see what the error is, and it allows you to be able to troubleshoot to fix the problem, which you're going to wind up having to do in terminal anyhow. So why not get comfortable with terminal to fix problems, and also just to do things efficiently in Linux? You shouldn't be scared of it. And hopefully this video gets you on the right path going to using the terminal in a more productive, efficient way. So I say, guys, jump into the terminal, keep doing what you do, keep on Linuxing, stay safe, stay blessed, have a good day, and above all, I will see you in the very next one.